Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Okay, fam, welcome back. When Amber and Shayla have a real moment. Now, I saw the skits with Kai and Big Kai and Anthony at the basketball court. He was pushing him, I guess to excel despite, the heat or whatever. He was pushing him, pushing him. Little boy got tired. He really telling him, I guess, to really build his stamina and how, gave him the whole speech about, I guess being a winner, you got to work hard if you want to excel and all that. I'm like, you need to fall back a little bit, Anthony, because this is not your child. You just met this woman. This may forge a wedge between you and Denisha or cause a problem or just have Kai not want to deal with you at all soon and be sick of you real quick. Then it was the next skit where Kai told him he worked him real hard. And of course, Denisha was, concerned about him in the heat working out that hard. And Amber basically had a conversation with her about not being soft on him. He'll be in your house till his 30s and all that. So, she was concerned. I know that's going to be an issue. You discipline and know somebody's child that you really don't know so soon is one thing to want to help him, but don't get carried away. I mean, he was doing a bit too much, and it's really crazy. My concern is you're not even spending this much valuable time with your own child. And like I said, Anthony trying to put out his frustrations on this child, trying to live through him and do things. So, I guess his dad wasn't there for him to push him to excel. So now he trying to do that for him that he wished his father did. That's what basically I see coming here. With that story. So I didn't review those two, but that's what happened because there's so much going on today that I was trying to catch up on. This is a conversation that I'm interested in with Amber and Shayla have a real moment. So let's see what this is about. Probably talking about Kai and Anthony and Denisha.
Hard on her? Why are you having this response?
I just think there's a lot bigger fish to fry.
Is it than loyalty?
Shayla, you keep on living, you will learn that not too many people are truly all the way 100% loyal or honest. That's just...
Got that right.
I just learned that.
So what would you do?
I would just keep pushing. She pay you rent?
No. I let her live in my house for free.
Maybe I might charge her a little rent. We gotta work. We got a podcast. Who cares about Anthony and Denisha? Who cares? Life goes on.
Amber, you care about Anthony and Denisha. I heard it in your voice. You were willing to cut me and Tamara off. You're like, no more Mrs. Nice Woman. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mrs. Nice Girl. What was that about?
Just the shock of it all. But when I got home today, I said, what am I worried about? What do I care? I was just mad at the disrespect. But Shayla, the one thing I'm learning in life, take things personal. People are going to be who they are going to be.
Yeah, that's true. But you actually caught him in the bed with Denisha. You know what, Amber? And I don't say this to offend you, but I really feel like you put on this superwoman persona and you don't give yourself a chance to feel your feelings for a long time. It's like you're moving through life so quickly, but this is deep, painful stuff. You're getting a divorce. Your whole life is changing. Just because you met a man a couple of months ago doesn't change the fact that you're going through a lot. And I know that you think you're such a different person, and I'm proud of you for your growth, and I'm happy for you. I'm clapping for you. But at the same time,
See how she fidgeting and blinking her eyes? Shayla get crazy. You know how we feel about Shayla, but let me tell you something. She's spitting some real stuff right here. Because it's true. You met some man for a minute, and what she trying to do is she trying to ignore the real feelings on what she feel. And it started with you, Shayla. That was a whole very, very traumatic experience. Even though she forgave you, she's still trying to come up out of that and heal, but she's overlooking it. And she just went through the motions. And she took him back because she didn't want you to have him. She didn't want to feel like you was winning and move into that house. And now she's triggered by the fact that Denisha's in the house. So it's a lot of things in this marriage and things that have happened to her prior to Anthony, prior to Wayne. And since and even with Anthony recently, with this whole Denisha thing, it's a lot in her, where she was hurt, disrespected, betrayed, and she has not coped well with any of those things. I think she has gone from men to men to men, and not really looked at herself in the midst of all this madness. You see how she fidgeting with her hair, with her clothes, because Shayla getting to her. She getting to her because she's not allowing herself to truly feel, and not only just feel it, but work through it. Work through it with a therapist. Get through so you can properly heal before you get into something healthy in the next. Now, this man is bringing you, introducing you to his princess and his mom and his sister, and you wind up hurting this man, and he done exposed you to his family. You may see a side to Dave. I don't want to hear nothing crazy about you made a mistake you didn't think or whatever. I still love my husband, all that crap. You gonna see a side of Dave that you had no clue existed. He may be looking like, Mr. Man right now. Next best thing to God himself. But let me tell you something. You may not want to see another side of him. Maybe this is why he's single. Because he scared a whole bunch of women off. So, watch it. But Shayla, she talking some truth.
Time, like, I've been your friend for a really, really long time, and I know you, and I know this hurts. So when are you gonna give yourself an opportunity to get through all of this stuff truly? Because what if you brush it under the rug for now, and then you spaz out on Dave later?
Thank you.
I'm not gonna do that, Shayla.
You a fool, Amber.
I mean, I hear
You a fool. Shayla talking some more sense than you right
Sometimes in
now.
life, you just have to be tough. You have to just let things be the way they are.
See, that's the problem. And we do that so much, especially black women. We take on stuff. We got put on this front and be tough. Don't let anybody see you cry or sweat. We become so hard because we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to tap into, we may be feminine to a certain respect, but then, hard in another respect. And not want to, just think you're supposed to take, ignore, move on past things. And after a while, you wind up getting sick. You wind up going through mental issues. You wind up breaking down, losing your mind, just physically and mentally sick because you carried on so much weight, emotional weight, spiritual depletion. Just, you just went through all of this crap that you did not heal from, that you didn't work through. And this is the thing, we have to stop acting like we are okay. A lot of times with women, we take so much and we keep going, and we don't sit in our feelings, sit and think properly. And this is the madness that Amber is going through right now.
Me and Anthony aren't gonna work out. Well, I'm not gonna cry about it. He's with her, and I'm with Dave. And that's it. I just gotta trust God. Oh, over here. Excuse me 1 second. Hey. Yeah, how you doing? Good. This is a good time to talk. Let me,
I don't know what this lawyer got to say to you, but one thing I need to know, you need to be honest with that lawyer. And don't let this be a beat up on Anthony session, but also be about what you doing and what's going on with your life, so she could properly defend you and really let her know what's going on. Let her know the settlement as it stands is not working. What's the next step? When is your next court hearing? Get into some real stuff, because this man's bringing you into his life with his family. You better hurry up and get this case finalized. Period. All right, Shayla, you told her some good stuff, girl. You really did. She ain't listening to you though. She gonna keep it rolling, but one day she is gonna spaz out because she not being honest with herself and she's not allowing herself to heal through this whole madness with Anthony. And the same thing with Anthony. One day he gonna spaz out too, and it's gonna be a hell of a lot more than a little panic attack. Mark my words. Okay. Let me know what y'all think about this conversation with Shayla. Did she make some good points to you? Is Amber not facing really what she's been through? And ignoring it like everything's okay and it's really not. Let me know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace, and we out.